Good evening and welcome to another live edition of FPL Happy Hour live late night lock-in with myself, Sham, otherwise known as FPL Two Guys One Cup.
And myself, Rob, otherwise known as
Rob.
FPL Panda. I seem to do this every week on the live ones. I'm like, who am I?
What's my name?
Who
What's
am
my
I?
name?
Oh, have I got? I was just checking that I've got my mic up. I have.
Yep.
I always, get worried when we're going live, like, because when we've got the music on, I've got all the mics muted, and then I have to unmute them when we come on. So
That
got to be.
light in your corner is so bright tonight. Why is it so bright?
It's probably no. It's just everywhere's really dark.
Oh, right. Okay. It's like really bright.
I don't think it's darker than normal.
How are you, mate?
Yeah, good. Good
Yep.
night. United won.
United won.
Yeah, game
Must be
week
happy.
rank of 7 in Champman FPL this week with a score of
Nice.
94. It's like a 120 place rise for the week, which is good. Um, and I still haven't got a clue what I'm doing tomorrow night. there's no,
I'm, I, I'm
there's
pretty
no gonna,
set.
not going to be any lock in from me tonight, but I've got a good idea of what I'm planning to do. I know what one of my moves is definitely going to be. It's what my second free transfer is going to be. Um, I'm tempted to have a little gamble with my second free transfer this week because after um, re-listening to our pod from Tuesday with General and listening to a couple of other pods, it's kind of made me, and then seeing the Spurs result earlier, it's made me think maybe it is a week to have a good gamble because there's not. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring week, so you may as well have fun with it and see.
What's your initial
What
thoughts
happens.
then?
So I'll just bring up my team from last week. So I'm thinking of just going Diaz to Dunk at the moment, and originally I was thinking of going Gundogan to Rafinha, but I'm actually thinking of uh, going Stones to Veltman,
Interesting.
and then playing five at the back.
I think you definitely need Rafinha in there, mate.
Hmm,
My opinion.
yeah,
I'm thinking about taking a -4 front. Like so, my moves. I'm taking out me for Dunk and Salah for. I'm not taking out Gundogan because I'm probably going to keep him post wildcard, and I've got a lot of value in him. Salah for Rafinha, and then I might do a -4 depending on what the Sun situation is. Might do Sun to Trossard, or Cancelo to Veltman.
yeah. I
So
mean,
one of those.
I think the was it yesterday? Mourinho said that he's got no chance of the weekend, but he said that in game week 4, and then Son got a goal and an assist that weekend. Um,
Yeah, remember that.
but yeah, he. I, f- I mean, for me, it's even though he's said that, I think he's fairly confident that he's going to be back for the Newcastle game in a couple of weeks' time, and it could well be that he's saying Son is injured so that he doesn't have to travel halfway around the world during the international break to go and play for South Korea. Um,
Yeah,
and then he gets, aggravates his injury, and then is out for the rest of the season because he's gonna need. Well, after their result tonight, Spurs need things to start going their way, don't they? And they need their best players to be playing and performing for them, because otherwise they're not going to be in any European competitions next season.
yep. Well, tonight we're going to keep it pretty brief. We're going to answer any questions that you've got in the chat. So if you've got any questions, please drop them in. First of all, we'll do the 5v5. And then if we get any questions during the 5v5, we'll answer them and then we'll call it a night after that. Just because I'm pretty shattered, and Rob, you're not feeling too well either, right?
Yeah, still got this
Uh,
cold from the pod the other night, so
this man
hopefully,
flu.
yeah. Stevens just said Jose to be sacked by the international break. I wouldn't be surprised. Fancy man,
Really?
fancy Man City to lose this weekend. They're not going to win.
I do fancy them to not win this weekend, Stephen. And I will, yes, 100%. They will not win this weekend in the Premier League.
Someone will close the gap to them this weekend.
In the Premier League. Right, let's do this 5v5. You won last week, mate.
What was the
Now,
score in the end?
the
After
score
I
was
think it was Vardy's 12-pointer, wasn't it? That did it.
the score was. I will check in my West Ham notebook. Um,
There's some
it
serious
was
slim
20,
pickings this week.
23 versus 14.
23 versus 14.
So it's 5v5.
5-all in the
5-all.
5v5. With that's 10 game weeks
Ah,
gone and 10 to go.
that's it. Right, let's get a coin. Okay, I'll let you choose again. Heads or tails?
Tails.
It's heads.
Come on then. Let's make it quick. You must know who your
I know
first
who you're
choice
going to
is.
pick at number one, but I'm not going to pick him. I'm going to let you pick him. So you can have Kane, mate. I will have. Um, I will have Rafinha.
Rafinha, cool. So Harry Kane then.
That was an easy one for you.
Let's bring the fixtures up whilst. Oh, it's a dodgy dodgy image.
And I will go for
Let's make the image bigger.
Dunk. Go for Dunk. I already know who your team is, by the way,
Why?
because you stupidly posted it earlier.
Huh?
You posted the the ranking things on the happy hour from your account. The top predicted point scorers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was as
So
of
I saw
yesterday.
that and I was like, was that yesterday? So I
Yeah.
saw that and I was like, oh, well, I know who he's going to pick, but it doesn't make a difference to who I'm going to pick.
Well, you don't actually, because that only shows doesn't like with ownership and stuff. Give
Yeah,
you an
yeah,
idea.
yeah.
So you've gone Dunk.
You're going to
Uh,
go Trossard.
no, I'm not. Melier.
Okay.
It's projected 5.6 points. It's gonna it's gonna be an absolute shit show after that.
I'm going to go for Lingard.
Jesse. Right, so we've got Fulham and we've got Spurs. Dallas. Oh no, haven't got
No, can't go Dallas.
I got Melier. Yeah, so Trossard then.
Maja.
Maja. Um, 4.9, 3.7 there. Matt Target.
Lloris.
Oh, now it gets 3.5.
Jay Palmer saying it's Odegaard. Um,
Lookman.
yeah, he was on my shortlist.
Who, Odegaard or Lookman?
Lookman.
Yeah, Odegaard won't be able to play for the Planner team because he hasn't played enough minutes.
Yeah.
But
Right. So you have Melier in goal, Target in defence, Lookman and Trossard in midfield, Kane up front. I have Lloris in goal, Dunk in defence, Lingard and Rafinha in midfield, and Madja up top. I just didn't fancy Kane.
I don't fancy Kane. Obviously, the algorithm's the algorithm. It doesn't look at eye test, does it? It just takes data. So it's projected him at 6.6 points, but like if you normally the top projections for a week are sort of between 8 and 9 points. So even that 6.6, it's not great. And it just shows generally what the general consensus that it's going to be a low scoring week. Yeah, I'm not excited about this game week at all. Kind of just want it to be over already.
Yeah, it's not
I mean, despite
right.
like in my mini league that I run, where we have a few cup competitions, I've actually made it to the Champions League semi-final, and the first leg's in 29 and the second leg's in 31. So the first leg's going to be an absolute shit show. But
Mm.
my opponent's only got 4 players and no chips left. So at least my 6 players that I've got that will probably play plus no, I've got 7 or 8 that will probably play, plus my 2 coming in. So I should have at least double his tally. And then
Nice.
the week I'm wildcarding, he won't be doing anything. So
Yeah. Are you still being a sheep and going with Kane captaincy?
I don't think I am.
That's good.
I think I'm going to go somewhere else, but I don't want to copy you. So if I bring in Veltman, I might captain Veltman. If I don't,
Oh, you think? See, you were calling me
I
crazy
wasn't
on
calling you
Tuesday
crazy.
about.
Mark called you crazy, and his
Yeah,
eyebrows
even
went
you were like, his eyebrows was funny. I think we need to clip that.
up.
He was like, that was his reaction.
We should. We'll clip it, and then when when Dunk scores,
Yeah. I'll
or
clip it and send it to him.
keeps a clean sheet or whatever. No, where's my team? Yeah, I might. I could captain Rafinha instead.
Yeah, David just said. So he's dropping in to say he now has 3 Arsenal attack and he doesn't think he'll captain Kane anymore. Uh, Jay Penman says it's tough this week, and David then says it's between Uber, Bale, and Rafinha. Yeah, I'll probably lean towards Rafinha out of those 3.
Yeah, I think he's gonna haul, and it's gonna. He needs, like if the games are open, he's gonna get so many chances. And out of all of the fixtures this weekend, he that as we said on the stream, that Leeds Fulham fixture tomorrow night could be the most open. It's just captain, yeah, never captain a player in the first game of the game week, eh? Um, it could be all over by like tomorrow night.
hmm
But then like there could be there could be blowback from Spurs. Could they suddenly turn up on Sunday? I don't know. Um,
What's your predictions then? Let's just do some quick predictions. Guys, if you've got any questions, please pop them in the chat and we will answer them after we do our predictions. We'll probably call it a night. But yeah, please get your questions in and we'll get them answered. Right, what's your prediction for Fulham Leeds then? Oh, actually, should we go through our predictions from last week quickly?
Yeah, let's quickly. Oh, you've got them written
Right,
down.
I've got them written down, so I'm just going to quickly. I haven't. This is the first time I'm looking at it since the stream, so I have no idea. Right, Newcastle Villa. I said 1-0. You said 2-0. We're
It was
both wrong.
1-1. Yeah.
Yep. Leeds Chelsea. I said 2-0. You said 4-1. It was 0-0. Crystal Palace West Brom. You said 1-0 West Brom. I said 1-0.
Oh, I got 1-0 right.
You got 1-0, just the wrong one. Everton Burnley. You said 3-0. I said 2-1 Everton.
You got that right, but the wrong way around.
No, wrong way around. Fulham City. You said 2-1 City. I said 1-0 Fulham.
I got
So
it
you
more
got the
right.
result right.
I got it more right
Yeah.
than you.
So that's the first one, the result right. We're shit at predicting. Uh, what have I got? Brighton. Who did they play? Southampton. I said 2-2. You said 3-2 to Southampton. We both went 2-0 Leicester. You went 2-1 Spurs. I went 2-2. United West Ham. You went 2-1 United. I went 2-1 West Ham. And Liverpool. I went 3-1 Liverpool, and you went 1-0. So we did shit basically. We are terrible at predicting. Right.
Yeah, we were. That is pretty awful.
Yeah, we did shit.
Fulham Leeds. I'm gonna go 3-2 Leeds. I think goals galore.
David saying, "Wish I could block that Gandhi meme." That have you seen that meme? The
Uh,
Gandhi meme about the early kickoff.
oh yeah. Never back the early kickoff.
Yeah. Um, Villa have been poor since Grealish been injured. Fancy Kane, maybe.
If Grealish is, I mean, Grealish is expected to be back this weekend, and that could, I think that could change how that game sets up. But I don't think if Mourinho thinks Grealish is playing, he plays a different defence to what started uh,
Probably.
last weekend. Like I think he would start Aurier over. I think he starts Aurier over Doherty anyway.
What did you say? What did you say for the Fulham Leeds game?
3-2 Leeds.
Oh, I will go. I'll go 1-0. 1-0. Brighton Newcastle.
1-0
I'll
Brighton.
go. Okay, I say 2-0 Brighton. Um, see, do you think Dunk's a good shout then in that game?
I think yeah to own him, but I think the potential for attacking returns from Veltman um, is still there. Um,
Hmm.
like I did some more looking at his heat maps, and he does like he in the last 5 games he's still spending a lot more time sort of further up the pitch, like in the middle and the last third than he is in his own third. So
Hmm.
I'm this is why I'm thinking of going double Brighton defence, and then I'll captain him if I bring him in. But I think it's going to be one of those decisions I don't make until sort of 5 o'clock tomorrow evening.
You're too much of a pussy to do that.
I know it's not in my nature to
It's
be that
not.
maverick.
No.
But
It's in my nature, not your nature.
I think Brighton out of like a Brighton defender, I think out of all the other games and all of the other players, I think it's like the most likely for a
Yeah,
return
agreed.
is the
That's
clean
why I
sheet with
said
Brighton.
That's why I said to captain him.
And then, so if you can walk away with Dunk 12 points, like clean sheet and the captain, then you're happy, I think. because
Yeah,
12 points could easily be 50% of the game week average.
yeah,
It could
yeah,
be as low as 24.
yeah.
And if you're walking away with 12 points from him and then 2 pointers from your other 8 or 9 players, then you're above average. It's probably a green arrow.
Well, after we've done these two predictions, the next two, I'm gonna get you to predict something else. Right, West Ham, Arsenal.
1-1.
I'm gonna go 1-0 West Ham,
Like you did last week.
like I did last week. Villa, Spurs.
Well, it was 1-0 because Dawson scored, didn't he?
um, Villa,
Villa's
Spurs.
0-0. I think it's going to be the worst game of them all.
I'll go 1-0 Spurs.
Actually, Brighton Newcastle will probably be the worst game of them all, but I'll probably be led to watch it because if I'm captaining a Brighton defender, I'll probably have to put myself through it.
Right, the
And
last prediction. Last prediction. Game week points average. Just because we don't normally do it and there's only 4 games, so it'd be interesting to call it.
I reckon so. A lot of people will have 9 or 10, maybe with 2 return. I'd say 26.
26. Alright, I'm gonna go
It's because of the
with,
hits as well in there.
yeah. I'm gonna go 21.
I was thinking like, yeah, 24 is around the line. I was thinking like if there's, say, if Kane scores, then the average is going to be a lot higher, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, if Kane scores, who else is going to have captaincy on him?
David
Clay,
says
Bamia.
I'm never captaining a Brighton defender again. Duffygate. Yeah, I did captain a Brighton defender, Duffygate, but do you know what? Like, I'd much rather captain someone like like I genuinely, a few weeks ago, everyone was on. Well, I can't remember. Was everyone on? Everyone was on Bruno or something, and he blanked that game week, and I just knew that he wasn't going to perform. I just had this feeling that he wasn't going to do well that game week, and I just went with everyone because if he didn't, you were fucked. Basically, I think it was Newcastle. I can't remember the game, but anyway, he blanked.
Hmm.
Um, and I just feel it's going to be the same this weekend about Kane. Like I've got Kane. Worst case scenario is I lose out on the extra points. I don't think he's going to get 15, 20 points.
Hmm.
He might get 9 points, and okay, fine, I lose out on 9 points. But if he blanks and my player gets a return, I'm on a green arrow,
Hmm.
like pretty guaranteed. So yeah. Any questions, guys? We'll pop off in a couple of minutes, unless you've got any.
Yeah,
Anything
I
else
think
you want to
it's
talk about, Rob?
no, it's yeah, just generally not excited for this game week.
No, neither am
I think
I.
after like all the planning and everything, and then to have all of the injuries that happened last week, um, and at the moment, um, we're still waiting on a lot of news. Like we know that Son's probably out, but what was the news on Bamford today from
I don't know. I
Bielsa?
didn't see. Was there news today?
It would have been today. I completely missed it. Let's see if Colm Colm Hayes, it's a great account to follow for press
Yeah,
conference summaries. Um, Dan Burn will train tomorrow and will be available. Um, Arsenal.
Team Skynet for the win. Is that your team
Oh,
or the?
the planner team beat the community team in week one of Team Skynet versus Team Humanity.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, it was
Why is it called Skynet?
because computers, Terminator, isn't it?
Right. Okay.
But yeah, it got 63 points this week, and Champman and the community team got 53. Fucking horrendous. Both teams is horrendous. Although Steve, um, is Steve on tonight? No. He beat the community team as well. With only he only had 7 players. Yeah, he free hit this week, and he got really unlucky with like rotation for some teams, and it just meant he was absolutely fucked. But he still
Ouch.
managed to pull out like 56 points or 59 points from 7 players.
Imagine free hitting and only having 7 players. Fucking hell.
Hmm. Oh, it'd be horrific. Um, yeah, nothing. I don't think there's been anything from Leeds. I'm just having a look. Oh, no, nothing from Leeds. It's probably still being translated.
Keep.
He does all his interviews in what's his native language? Argentinian.
Yeah.
So yeah, he does all his
David
interviews in
said he
his
got. David said he got 5 point bench boost. Still 94 points. Decent.
yeah.
You may have covered it, but how did that Skynet team do?
63 points, Glasto. Um, it's taken a 10-point lead. We've set up a little mini league for it, so we can keep track of it. Yeah, I'm gonna be.
Do we know what's happening with the Euros yet? The fantasy football in the Euros.
I haven't seen where like who's like a website for it or whether it's going to be. I'm expecting UEFA will launch an official one,
Yeah,
but they
because we're
probably
definitely going to be covering that, aren't we?
but they're not going to launch it until the squads are announced, are they? So it's not until
Yeah.
mid-May. But yeah, we'll be covering it. We'll probably see who's around and what guests we can get, because we'll probably obviously the pods will be like fast and because I think it's very similar to how the very similar to how they run the Champions League competition for fantasy, where
How how cool, right, would it be? And I don't know if you've thought of this idea, and we haven't discussed this idea, but I've just come up with this idea now. How cool would it be is if we got someone on from every country within the playing in the Euros before it starts to talk about their team in the Euros.
so like a clash of the correspondents,
But
Planet FPL,
but
but
Planet, yeah, Planet FPL, happy hour style, but countries. That'd be pretty epic, no?
that would be epic. How many days have we got until the Euros start? Like 100, and
Yeah.
we have to start
Like if
putting
we
it.
could find, like if we put a tweet out there and get loads of people to retweet it and like just say, look, this is what we're planning on doing. We're gonna cover it, and do you want to come on and talk about your country? Like, what players should we be looking out for from your country if you know about your country's national team?
Hmm.
Like, because I like, do you have a good knowledge of the Euros teams? Because I fucking don't.
Only the big sides
Yeah,
like France, Portugal, Spain,
like
Germany, Italy.
Norway, Holland. That's it. Like,
Get David on.
yeah, yeah, we could get David on.
David can come on. He can be
But
our
I think that'd be
Norwegian
pretty epic.
correspondent. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I think I'll probably have to take a couple of days off work though, won't I? So
No,
we can get all of these recorded. Well, you just bash them all out, don't you? Just spend a whole
no, not
day,
all in one go.
and then you just
Not
put
all
them
in
all
one.
out like gradually. But then at least
Yeah,
you can get them all recorded in one go.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, yeah. They don't
yeah,
have to
that's
be long, just like half an hour or something.
yeah, half an hour snippet, like who the best players are. Would you have them in your fantasy team?
Yeah.
David Strom, Norway's team is decent. Yeah, I know it's decent. It's got like the best striker in the world.
Yeah, but I don't know who else is in there apart from Haaland. Who else is
Oh,
there?
Odegaard.
Odegaard, yeah. Odegaard, yeah.
So yeah, they've got like a Real Madrid reject and and Erling Haaland.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that'd be a pretty cool idea, to be honest with you.
I yeah, draw up a plan. You can
Okay.
you can do the planning for this.
Okay.
But yeah, how long have we got? We've probably got April, May, June, just under 3 months
I don't
till
know if
the
we want to
Euros
do
kick
it
off.
before the
You need
game
this.
is released, though, just because you're not going to know which players have been
Yeah, you'd
chosen
want
and their price
prize.
and stuff like that. You probably want all of that first, right?
Yeah. Um, yeah, maybe we can sort out a little mini competition between them all. Oh, that'd be quite cool. Yeah, I'll do that. I can sort that bit out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do a Euro.
Doesn't have to be like they're a correspondent for us. Just literally just them. Do you want to come and talk to us just for like half an hour about your team and that's it, kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be cool. Um, yeah, it gives everyone some background knowledge, and yeah, we can start rolling out some extra content because there's not going to be any FPL to talk about, so that'll
Yeah,
be a good way to lead us into the Euros.
indeed. Right. Should we call it a night? I don't think we've got any other questions. We've got David telling us that Norway's team is decent. Yeah, we covered that already. And that's all we need is Haaland and Udegaard.
They have to make
Udegaard.
it through their group first. um,
Right. Anything else, Rob?
no, that's about it.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
So we will be recording. Well, what are we recording next week? What we're doing?
Um,
I
I
guess
think
we
it,
will, but
I think it'll be might even just be a live stream and then have like a break because unless anything big happens over the weekend, it might just be a live stream to go over how we've done.
yeah,
Because then once we get back after the international break, then I think the full focus for a couple of weeks is gonna be on the wild cards, and then on that run in and our next and our next guest in when's that game week 33.
yeah. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, so yeah, I think we'll see how it goes for the next week. We might get a full pod out, might not, might use it as a chance to chill for a week. And then you can spend that time contacting 50 odd people.
I'm just going to put a tweet out there and just see if people will
Yeah,
be
do
interested and
it.
try and get everyone to help us. Right. Okay. Nothing else from me. Um, I guess that's it. Yes, that's it. Please like, subscribe, and share our stream. Really appreciate your support, guys. Have a good evening and good luck for your game week. May your arrows be green. Good night.
Cheers, guys. Good night.